Recording. 1.4 Other CDL rules. There are other federal and state rules that affect drivers operating CMVs in all states. Among them are you cannot have more than one license. If you break this rule, a court may fine you up to $5,000 or put you in jail. And keep your home state license and return any others. You must notify your employer within 30 days of conviction for any traffic violations except parking, and it is true no matter what type of vehicle you're driving. You must notify the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles within 30 days if you are convicted in any other jurisdiction of traffic violation except parking. This is true no matter what type of vehicle you were driving. The written notification will be mailed to the Bureau of Driver Records, Neil Kirkman Building, 2900 Apache Parkway, Mail Stop 91, Tallahassee, Florida, 32399-0575. You must notify your employer within 2 business days if your license is suspended, revoked, or canceled, or if you are disqualified from driving. You must give your employer information on all driving jobs you have held for the past 10 years. You must do this when you apply for a commercial driving job. No one can drive a commercial motor vehicle without a CDL. A court may fine you up to $5,000 or put you in jail for breaking this rule. If you have a hazardous material endorsement, you must notify or surrender your hazardous materials endorsements to the state that issued your CDL within 24 hours of conviction or indictment to any jurisdiction, civilian or military, or found not guilty by reason of insanity of a disqualifying crime listed in 49 CFR 1572-103. Who is adjudged as a mental defective or committed to a mental institution as specified in 49 CFR 1572.109, or who renounces his or her U.S. citizenship. Your employer may not let you drive a commercial motor vehicle if you have more than one license or if your CDL is suspended or revoked. A court may fine the employer up to $5,000 or put him or her in jail for breaking this rule. All states are connected to one computerized system to share information about CDL drivers. The states will check on the driver's accident records to be sure that drivers do not have more than one CDL. You are not allowed to hold a mobile telephone to conduct a voice communication or dial a mobile telephone while pressing more than a single button when driving. You are not allowed to send or read text messages while driving. You must be properly restrained by a safety belt at all times while operating a commercial motor vehicle. The safety belt design holds the driver securely behind the wheel during a crash, helping the driver to control the vehicle and reduce the chance of serious injury or death. If you do not wear a safety belt, you are 4 times more likely to be fatally injured if you are thrown from a vehicle. Your license to operate your personal vehicle is not revoked, canceled. If your license to operate your personal vehicle is not revoked, canceled, or suspended, you may not obtain a hardship license to operate. Oh, is. My bad. Not. Okay. Florida CDL holders are not eligible to elect completion of a driver improvement school to avoid assessment of points for traffic tickets, regardless of whether violation was committed in a CMV. You must obtain a Florida commercial license. You must be commercial driver's license. You must be a Florida resident, be at least 18 years of age to drive interstate, and 21 years of age to drive interstate. You must be at least 21 years of age to qualify for hazardous materials endorsement. Hold a Florida Class C license. Surrender any and all driver licenses issued by Florida or any other state. Not be under suspicion, revocation, cancellation, or disqualification in Florida for any other state. Submit a valid medical report or card. If you are required to hold this document in Florida, this requirement includes public and or private school bus drivers who must meet medical standards of the Florida Board of Education that are equal to the federal medical standards for most other CDL holders. All CDL holders must keep the status of their medical certifications up to date in their driver records as described at the website. Provide proof of your social security number, such as the social security card itself or your W-2 form. Photocopies are not acceptable. Pass all required tests and pay the proper license fee. Must be in compliance and vision requirements as stated in Part 391 of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations Handbook. CDL exemptions. Drivers of the following vehicles which otherwise meet the definition of commercial vehicle are exempt from law from having to obtain a CDL. Military vehicles. Vehicles operated by members of the armed forces for military purposes. Authorized emergency vehicles. These vehicles include but are not limited to ambulances, law enforcement, and fire trucks equipped with red and blue lights and audible devices. Farmers transporting farm supplies, farm machinery, agriculture poultry to or from the owner's farm. Not used in operations of a common or contract motor carrier and used within 150 miles of the farmer's farm. As defined by the Florida statute, means a person who grows agriculture or products, including aquacultural, horticulture, and forestry products, and except as provided herein, employees of such persons. The term does not include employees whose primary purpose of employment is the operation of motor vehicles. Recreation vehicles. A vehicle that is primarily designed for temporary living quarters for recreational camping and travel use, which either has its own motive power or is mounted on or drawn by another vehicle. Recreational vehicles type must comply with the length and width provisions of Florida statutes when traveling public roadways of the state. Please see Florida Statute 320.01 for more information regarding the recreation vehicles. Straight trucks, as defined in 316.033, Florida statutes are exclusively transporting the driver's own tangible personal property that is not for sale. Fees. Fees for commercial driver license will be $75 for the initial issue and renewal. Fees for customers who have received school bus training and are applying for employment and are employed by a public or non-public school system will be $48 for the initial issue and $48 for renewal. Each endorsement is $7, and there's a $10 fee for written exams and $20 for driving re-exams.